Welcome back to another edition of Hitman Codename 47. We have now made it up to mission number 9, titled Gunrunners Paradise. And we are now in the new location of Rotterdam, where we are at the harbors in the middle of the night when sketchy activity takes place. This mission doesn't actually have any targets to kill. The objective is to track track these gangsters to an arms deal, and then relocate the tracker from their car to their money suitcase to track the gunrunner that they're purchasing from, which is our main target, Arkadij Jigorov, I think his name is. Yes. AKA Boris. But the person at the meeting is gonna be this fucktard, Ivan. Anyways, let's get our supplies. Bring a knife, a silenced Beretta, and a MP5 SD. Whoop, wrong weapon. MP5 SD. It's the MP5 with the suppressor. And you're gonna want to load up on ammo. Because throughout the game so far, we've managed to avoid combat for the most part, but unfortunately, in these harbor missions, both this one and the next one, we have no choice but to engage in combat, especially in this one. So bring the silenced MP5 and load up with ammo, and bring the pistol as a backup. And these GPS things, bring them. You're not gonna be able to complete the mission without them. I don't even know why they give you the option to not bring them. Regardless, let's get started.
Rotterdam Harbor. It's not exactly a tourist resort, but then again, I'm not here for a vacation either.
Similar to the jungle levels, these levels are pretty big and they're kind of empty and barren, but it's nowhere near as bad as the jungle levels though, because these levels are at least slightly easier to navigate, and they're not nearly as frustrating to walk around. So make sure you switch those train tracks like I just did. And don't worry about that body we just left there. No one will ever... As long as you killed it roughly in the exact spot that I did, nobody will ever find it. Because this level is pretty empty and there are not very many guards walking around. Switch those tracks again. And then switch these tracks again. Similar to Li Hong assassination, this mission has an element of randomness to it. The meeting can take place in one of 3 potential warehouses, which are blocked off by these gates that you can't open yourself. The only way to open them is to redirect the train on the tracks and have them smash through the gates. I'm gonna do this now so that I don't have to worry about it later. And the funny part is that the gangster's car apparently has some kind of cloaking device, because if you don't smash the gates open, they can just drive right through them. But unfortunately, you don't have the same cloaking technology, so you gotta smash the gates. When the train goes by again, switch this track again so that it goes that way. And you don't have to wait for the train this time, because that's the last gate. So we need the disguise in order to get into this strip club.
That girl has a lot of talent. Yeah, man. In all the right places. I'm kind of her manager, if you'd like an introduction. Is she a good talker? She's a good dancer. If you like, I could arrange a private session, maybe. Set me up for a meeting. Tell you what, if you wait for her in her dressing room backstage, she'll be right with you after the show.
Alright. Let's head on back here. She looks exactly like Lei Ling, doesn't she?
Hi, I'm Sandy. What can I do for you?
I have this guy watching my car out front. How about treating him to a good time on my account?
Now I'm disappointed. I thought you were my date.
No.
Now where's this friend of yours?
Outside.
I'll be there in 20 seconds.
I'll be there in 20 seconds? Who says that? And if you time it, I've timed it before, and I'm pretty sure she literally shows up in 20 seconds.
Hello, handsome. How about some company?
Well, actually,
Come on, let's play a little game.
okay, I guess I can leave the car unattended for a few minutes.
I need to start keeping a water bottle with me when I record this audio, because I keep coughing. See? Anyways, while he's distracted, you can attach the tracker to the car. Now we just have to wait, because she keeps him distracted for more than enough time than we need. Okay. So now him and the guy that was inside are gonna head to the warehouse now. And you can use the receiver to follow the tracker. But in this game you run so fast that you can almost keep up with the car. Okay, so they're going all the way that way. It's gonna be the warehouse all the way at this end. So here's where we really have no choice but to go loud. For two reasons. One, there are dogs guarding the outside of the warehouse, and you have no way of just sneaking past them without them auto-detecting you. They're almost as bad as the dogs in Splinter Cell. And there's several gang members inside, and I have yet to figure out a way you can possibly eliminate, well, you have to eliminate them. You have to eliminate them in order to trigger the Ivan to arrive. And I've yet to find any way that you can possibly eliminate them without engaging them. So with the dogs, you're gonna have to kill them. It's unfortunate, but you're gonna have to kill the dogs. So you can just use the pistol we brought, and then you can... It's pretty... Unless they do that... Unless they do that, it's pretty easy to line up a headshot as they charge towards you. I just don't like the fact that I have to do it. Just circle around the warehouse until you get them all. Then you can go back to the car and pick the tracker back up. So now, we'll pull out our SMG, and we're gonna have to fight off the guys in here. I recommend going in through the catwalk. Go ahead and just shoot that one. Run over here, and that should lure every single one of them up here. If by chance you run out of ammo, you're gonna have to very quickly pull your pistol out. Just try your best to lure all of them up here, and then just gun them down. As soon as you get a notification telling you that Ivan will arrive... Oh, okay. Once you get that notification, that's your cue that you killed them all. And they should all be very... well, most of them should be well hidden up here. The only one we should hide is this one, since we shot him while he was down here, as a way to rile everybody up. Honestly, I don't think Ivan is going to react to the dead bodies at all, but just to be safe, I would suggest you hide him. Okay, so equip the transmitter, and then pick up the briefcase. And that will enable you to put it in via the cutscene. So for this part, we have no option but to just sit and wait. So now you're just basically sitting and waiting again.
I have your money here. Where are my weapons?
Your merchandise can be collected in the appointed warehouse.
The samples look promising. Let's do business again sometime.
I want my money! Give it to me!
Okay, calm down. Here it is.
And as he drives away, that will trigger the end of the level. Or, I guess his driver will drive him away. And there you go. This is a pretty decent level. I mean, no targets, unless you count the gang members as targets, because you have to kill them in order to trigger the time limit of Ivan arriving. But at least it's not like Mission 5, where you just run around the jungle and you don't know what you're doing. This mission clearly explains the objectives pretty well. But things are gonna get pretty tense in the next level. And I'll see you when we get to it.